Now with this layout, the ball should go longer and be more continuous than the other two. What's up? Welcome back to the channel from the bar review. Today we're going to look at a new release by Brunswick, the Hypnotize. This is the third ball in the series. We've had the Brunswick Mesmerize, the Vaporize, a very popular ball, and now we have the Hypnotize. Now this new Hypnotize does feature a hybrid cover where the Mesmerize has a solid cover and the Vaporize has a pearl cover. But before we get into this thing, make sure you do that thing, hit that like, subscribe, turn on that bell for notifications so you know my content hits the internet. And all right, we're going to see what this new Hypnotize does. There's the specs on the ball, the core numbers, and then the cover. And like I said, it is a hybrid cover where the Mesmerize is solid and the Vaporize is a pearl. Now, how did I drill this ball? Well, the layout right there is right there, the dual angle layout that I used. It is a little bit different than my normal drillings. I'm drilling this ball to bowl on patterns more than the house shot, where the other two balls I drilled basically just so I can use them on house shot. This one is going to be for a pattern when I get going in the PBA 50 season here in May. So we're going to just go out on this fresh house shot here at Pinchasers Veterans. And just for, I guess, some new information, this is the version of a house shot that they use here, and they use a Kegel machine and ice oil. So that's what I'm bowling on today. It's a 42 foot house pattern that they use here. As you can see, I'm on 37 again. When I come in here in the morning on Friday, we have a lot of space, and might as well just get on a pair that I'm comfortable on. All right, without further ado, let's throw some shots. Now, like usual, as you can see from the pattern, playing to the right with a strong asymmetrical ball is not what I want to do. So we're going to move, like I did from my other videos, we're going to move a little more left, more around 10, 11 at the arrows. Now with this layout, the ball should go longer and be more continuous than the other two. Nothing like starting off with messengers when you're doing a video. So the surface on this ball is right there. I believe it's 500, 2000 out of box. Before I did this video, I did scratch it with a 2000 pad because it was just a little too clean for the layout that I had on it. With that bigger drill angle, it is going to go longer than the other two because I have 55 degrees on the other two, so that's going to be picking up a little earlier, where this one's going to go a little longer. All right, digging it already, man. You see it gives it more length, a little more push by itself. I can stay within myself on how I throw it. I don't have to change my hand positions or anything, what gets me in trouble with my low rev rate bowling on patterns. Not bad for the first two shots. It does give me a lot more length. It is a little more controllable. I am in a little bit more oil than I want to, throwing a little more left to right because I want to test out the ball compared to the Mesmerize and the Vaporize, which we're going to feature here in a little bit once I get through the shots here. Now I'm going to keep on moving more left, kind of push the limits of the ball. Oh, that's way out there, but that's all right. Yep, a little too much left to right on that one. Now when I use the Bowling Ball Builder app to get the layout on this ball, I plugged in my numbers, and for a stronger asymmetrical ball with a hybrid cover, it gave me that dual angle layout to try, and also tells me to throw it at 360, 2000 skip sanding, which this is 500, 2000, so it's really close. Out of box, it's going to be a little stronger until I get some oil into the cover. So like I said, I scratched it up with 2000 just to get it to be a little early on this house shot because it does have a little bit more volume. Let's get rid of that 710. Let's move up a little bit, come around it, and then we'll throw the Mesmerize and the Vaporize a couple shots. Almost tripping forwards. You see, from the shots that I'm making, this ball is not really designed for a fresher house shot. It's going to be more when I have to move less in transition, and I have plenty of other balls that I drill from my standard layout with the different angles, so where I can play more to the right and play straighter. Well, I'm going to switch over to the Mesmerize a couple times and throw that, and I'll show you the difference. Now, if you've seen both my ball review and my comparison review with the Mesmerize featured in it, the second video with the comparison with the Pure Envy, I did change the surface on this ball. This is 360 1000, and I haven't used it after that video, so we're going to just throw some shots and see what it does here. move. As I've told you in that video, this ball is going to be, I'm going to throw a little straighter, where the Hypnotize looks like I can go a little more left to right with it. And with the solid cover and the 1000 on it compared to the 2000, it is a little slower. Yeah, it's not going to have that big change of direction down lane, where the Hypnotize looks like it gives me some more length, and it kind of gives a little bit more of a rev, it's revving up a little bit, but it's not a very angular motion, it's more of a controlled arc. All right, throw the Mesmerize one more time, and we'll switch back to the Hypnotize and move a little more left. Do that one just the way I want, nice and slow, but just want to showcase how much stronger that ball is than the Hypnotize. It was earlier, and when it hit the dry, it was very big change of direction because of that solid cover and the 1000 that I have on it. All right, let's go back to the Hypnotize. Kind of see how I can throw it. See if I can create, if I really have to create more angle with this one than going straight. With that bigger drilling angle, it gives me this ball. With the bigger drilling angle, it is going to give me length. As you see, this is not, I didn't drill this for the house shot. The other ones with the 5-inch pins, which if you see my videos on the other two, those are 5-inch pins. If I was going to use this one for a house shot, I would probably put a 5-inch pin rather than a 4.5. All right, now let's come around it. Could be that they're just, I'm in more oil than I normally am right now in a video. So it could be just not reading off the dry the right way when it gets through the oil. Or you just got to get it on the lane a little bit earlier and give it a little bit more shape. So going through this, now that the PPA tour is going to be starting up here, I got a couple regionals in a few weeks, and then the regular 50 national tour starts in May. Going forward, some of the balls that I'm going to showcase are going to have different layouts on them, because I won't be bowling on as much house shots. But as you can see with the Mesmerize, the 5-inch pins on the house shots are what I'm going to use rather than this 4.5-inch pin on the Hypnotize. Or I could, depending on who I'm bowling with. All right, another shot, we're going to move even more left. Because, low rev rate, we want to show them. But you can see by the graph, most of the oil is here, where there's not a lot from 1 to 8. Came around a lot, gave it more axis rotation, and there's not this big change of direction, just nice and smooth. I can really read how it's transitioning from oil to dry and how smooth it is off the dry, where you saw the last shot with the Mesmerize, when I got into the drier part of the lane, 8 down lane, it really just checked off it real quick. So if I'm probably going to drill another, if I need to, another Mesmerize with more of a 4.5-inch pin than 5, to have it start a little earlier and give me a little more controllable shape. All right, let me throw the Vaporize a couple times with that pearl cover, and we'll see how different that one is. There's the layout for the Vaporize, if you saw my videos on that and the pearl comparison. All right, so I'm not going to be as far left as I was with that last shot. We're going to move a little more right. Still going to throw it into the dry though. Oh, that was underneath a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see a big difference. Mesmerize to the right, earlier off the Hypnotize blend and everything, really nice. It's nice and controllable. Where I threw the Vaporize in too much oil right now for this video, and it did that. So we're gonna throw one more shot and move right and see if I can make it better shape. See if I can make a better shape. Surface on this one, if you saw my comparison video with the pearls, this is at 2000, just like the Hypnotize is. So those are the surfaces the same, but this pearl cover is a lot weaker than the hybrid that's on the Hypnotize. Oh, almost. Yeah, so for right now, when I'm bowling on this fresh house shot, that's not a ball I'd be throwing right now. I would have to wait for them, have more people help me out, more of a transition. But when I do, if I want to use the Hypnotize, I can always, not in a sense ball down, but change covers into the Vaporize, and then it'll give me a little more length with the cover rather than the layout. All right, one more time with the Vaporize. Let me move right again, more towards where the first little cliff is on this, around 8, 9. Yeah. That was a lot better. All right, so I'm gonna switch back to Hypnotize. We'll throw a couple more shots and we'll wrap this up. And I'm noticing a lot with this, using that app and changing the surface on the bowling balls. If you're having a better ball motion, a couple more shots and we'll be all done. It's let's go back right again and throw a little straighter, kind of like I did the Mesmerize, and see how that works. Oh, that's a bad one, but I got it out there. Tripping nines, baby, tripping nines. So with being farther right, just got down the lane, kind of was trying to be a little early, but you see there's more of a continuous motion when I get it from in the drier part of the lane, rather than when I was in more oil. Is a lot smoother, a lot rounder. Like sending a messenger and tripping a 9 in one video. Dude, we are just killing it today. All right, one more shot and we'll wrap this up. So a good one here. So you trip a 9, move a couple left, and then you leave a solid 9. Needless to say, I think that app's doing me some justice. It's putting the right layout on this ball. All right, one last shot. It is this might not be a strong hybrid because it is shining out pretty good, even though how many shots I threw in this video. So I might just have to keep the surface a little matte looking, just to keep that consistency of how it's going to roll off from the oil to the dry. All right, last shot. No 9-pin, no 9-pin, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, that was a really good one. Nice, got it all the way out to the dry and made it all the way back. All right, guys, that's my ball review on the new release by Brunswick, the Hypnotize, the third ball in the Eyes series with the Mesmerize and the Vaporize. Looks to me like it's going to be a good 3-ball punch. If you have the Mesmerize, you have the Hypnotize, and you have the Vaporize, drill them with just a little bit different layouts. You have a nice 3-ball asymmetrical arsenal. All right, make sure you do that thing. Hit that like, subscribe, turn on that bell for notifications so you know my content hits the internet. And we'll see you on the next time. Peace out.